welcome to my channel, or welcome back. But if you are new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, traveling, and shopping. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and become a member of my growing YouTube family. All right, guys, we are so close to 3,000. So any subscriptions, if you come back and watch multiple times, if just check if you're subscribed, please, because I do know that sometimes Instagram also unsubscribes every once in a YouTube unsubscribes every once in a while. That has happened to me, and I know it's happened to other people. So check your subscription, make sure you're subscribed. I am so excited to have you here, and I would love it if you would make it official. If you haven't made it official, let's make it official, okay? All right, so also I am going to put my Instagram handle here. I would love it if you would come follow me over there, where we talk about behind the scenes things, outfits, things like that. And last but not least, hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload videos. At the moment, we are trying to do a Monday through Friday show. And yeah, I said I'm going to be the not as interesting probably, the Ricky Lake of 2025. Yeah, sort of. So anyway, come follow me over here for daily, weekly, weekdays, weekday videos. All right, guys. Anyway, let's begin. So this has actually been a highly requested video, quite a few times. And so I figured, what better time to talk about it than now? So we're going to do it, and we're going to do it hopefully pretty quickly. I'm going to show you guys what I wear, just my daily jewelry, what I wear every day, where it's from, all of that stuff. Okay, so let me move this over here, get you guys a little bit closer, and I'm going to show you. So first hole is always for my, I take those out every single night. So these are always for just they're usually fashion jewelry. I do have some higher end, or I'll have maybe my diamond earrings, or I'll have studs. I have a great pair of studs from Melinda Maria that I wear a lot. But usually this is for just whatever I feel goes with my outfit on a daily basis. If I'm not filming or I'm not going anywhere, if I'm just hanging out or whatever, I don't always put a actual earring in there, only because I have to take it off to sleep anyway. So if I'm not doing anything, I don't put it in. So next, we'll start with this ear. This right here is my Tiffany and Company arrow. I think it is the Paloma collection. She does a lot of really cute, they're sold as singles. And I just liked it so I have a second hole in here somewhere, but I don't usually wear it just because I feel like it's all kind of too tight together. If I wear a very small first hole earring, I might put my second hole in, but usually not. So I have the Paloma arrow, which is very long, obviously. So there is no space for a second hole with that one. And between that and that, there's really no space. I did have I think this is called a lobe stack or something. It's just a tiny little, I believe it's a star, if I'm not mistaken. I have to put my glasses on to see. I got that from Maria Tash in Bal Harbor, maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. This is connected to the back of my Paloma arrow earring, and it's connected to the hoop on top. So this is a chain from a company called Idyl. I don't know if it's Ideal or Idyl. I feel like everybody says it different ways. I don't know. So Idyl or Ideal, it is I think it's called their Apollo chain. It has two little tiny lab diamonds hanging, and it's 14 karat. I bought it a very long time ago, and I just had no idea what to do with it. And I thought it looked really ugly at first on me. And I have absolutely fallen in love with it. And the amount of compliments that I get on this chain is through the roof all the time. This one I got actually at Nordstrom. It is a Maria Tash earring. I bought it for my birthday quite a few years ago, and I don't think I've taken it out since. Then I have these are three forward helix piercings. They're all stars, gradually getting smaller, and they are also from Maria Tash. I don't believe I was pierced with them, although they will pierce you with them if that's what you want. I did get these done in New York. And then this is the piercing that is the bane of my existence. I have gotten that one done 3 times. Each time I had a problem with it until this final time. So the final time I actually got it reopened in the Bal Harbour Maria Tash. We put in, this was the original piercing that I got pierced with, which from the New York Maria Tash, which was the little moon. And he put it back in and reopened it up, and actually I have no problem with it, and I absolutely love that piercing. Okay, next side. Now I have this eye is bad, so it's going to be, I'm kind of going to feel my way through it because I really can't see like that. So I'm going to show you and then kind of move because I can't see it as I'm doing it. So this is actually my very first piercing that I got from Maria Tash, or just like on, that's not true. The very first cartilage piercing I got was with a piercing gun when I was like 13 at camp, and it never healed. I've taken it out since then. It was all the way up here, and still have like a bump in the back that will never go away. But after that, I was so scared to do my cartilage. I never did it for years. I only had like lobe, like I had 3 and 3. So the first time when I went back to actually get something else done, this is my, I think it's called the Tash Rook. And I actually did it because I saw Lydia Elise Millen with like this long garland shaped ring on that part of her ear. And I want to say this was like probably 2017, 2018. And I found out that that's where she went and got it done. I went to the New York location and I got it done with the garland. My daughter uses that now for her helix piercing, but it would move around, and this is such a sensitive spot that it would hurt. So this one finally does not hurt. I don't know what one this is. It is also a Maria Tash jewelry piece, but it actually feels, it's good. Let's see, this is my date piercing. I got this done in a place in Arizona that also did really pretty jewelry, but much less expensive because they are cubic zirconias rather than diamonds. But I just got that. That was a rough piercing, quite honestly. That wasn't comfortable at all. It was easy to heal, but it hurt to get it done. Next one is, this is the, I don't know, what is this one called? I forget. Anyway, I have this one. I don't know. I think I got this. I don't know where I got this. I actually have no idea where I got this. I think also some random place in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. And this one also, you feel quite a bit of pressure when you get it done. Now I have another Maria Tash earring in there. So none of these get moved every day. This was my most recent one. If you saw my last vlog, I went and I found this in my jewelry box, which is a little lotus from Maria Tash. And I went there and they did the piercing without obviously charging me very much at all. And so, yeah, I really like it. It almost like looks like my ear is like, has like a little diamond like tip, or like, yeah, I love that look. So anyway, I love that one. Next one is my Anita Ko, what is this? Safety pin earring. So this one I was influenced by Tamara. She has the big one. I don't know if she still wears it or whatever, but she has the big one. This is the small one. When I got this, I definitely was looking to save a few dollars, but I wanted to have the look. So I think it's absolutely stunning. At some point, I would like to definitely upgrade it to the larger of the two and still wear it in the same location, but just have the bigger one. Then in my second hole here, I actually every once in a while will put an earring in here. I went to the cutest little like artisan, somebody was having some like a really a special like ladies night out type of thing in their home the other day, Monday, and I went with my friend and lady who's has a excuse me, a jewelry store in Boca, was there, and I just got this single really cute Star of David earring, and I just thought it was very, very pretty. She has some very beautiful things, so I'll be back and buying more, I'm sure. Okay, so that is the earring situation. That's what I wear every single day. I really don't take them off. Like I said, every once in a while, like if I'm wearing a bigger earring, I will probably have to take this off, but that's rare, and I'd probably just put that one right back in. But other than that, none of this really moves very often at all, especially because all of these they're all backs are flat, and so they're all twisted, and they're very hard for me to get in or do by myself, especially like up here. Like I probably have to go to the piercer to have them use their tools to like actually get it out, because it's probably almost impossible to do this myself. Okay, next. This is my really beautiful, I love this so much. This is from OBY Jewelry. They sponsored a post recently, or a video recently with me. They sent me this. The chain that they sent it on was a little bit thick. So I liked the idea of like this floating diamond. First of all, the amount of people asking me where I've gotten this, like in real life, seeing it in real life, and like ask me where I've gotten it, how it's like, is there a chain, whatever, has been crazy. So I got this once I swapped out the clear like chain that they sent it with and bought myself the very, very slimmest fishing wire from Amazon. Game changer. I tied it in the back, so there's actually like you have to cut it off if you want to take it off, but the fishing wire is $4. So literally, if you have to take it off, you cut it off and you do a little more fishing wire, like when you want to put it back on. So I've had it on for days. I've had it on for weeks at this point, but with this new fishing wire, maybe a week with the new fishing wire. I got it in the mail and changed it from the old necklace that they gave me. It doesn't matter. The necklace was like the actual chain from them was like a no big deal. This is where the money is at anyway. It is a 3-carat moissanite with gold vermeil bezel set. And like, it's just stunning. In my opinion, it just looks sort of like a floating diamond, and that's it. It goes with everything. I'll stack it with everything. It's literally one of my absolute favorite pieces, like ever. So anyway, I do have actual diamond like solitaire chains, like almost exactly like this. I actually have one from my mother, and I with like a beaded gold that I wear sometimes. I'll show you at some point. But when I go through my whole jewelry collection, I'll show you. For now, this is just like my everyday stuff. This, however, like I like it with no metal. Like I'm loving it with no metal, that it just looks like a floating diamond. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Next, we'll do the rings first. This is my engagement ring, and this is what I actually got myself for my 30th birthday. It is a 5-stone. I don't know the carats. Honestly, I don't know the carats of any of it, but 5-stone. It's just the half, because I find it, unless there's very few actual like full eternity bands that I find comfortable, so I went with this. So that's that stack. This is my Justin Clue pave in the white gold, and I don't take this one off in yours. This is the smallest. This is the smallest love ring that they make. It is the pave version, and I just wear it as a pinky ring, obviously. I actually wanted to get the thicker one, and I ordered online, and I think I just got it wrong when it showed up. It was so tiny, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So anyway, I actually really, really like it. It's beautiful. I don't take it off. This is my mother got this for me, I believe, for my 40th birthday, if I'm not mistaken. It is just my Hamsa ring. It is meant to stay like this, so that's why I wear it. So like when my hands are down, it's in the right direction. And it's my lucky charm, maybe. I don't know if I believe any of that, but I do have a lot of lucky like charms happening around here. Okay, next two things. I actually just most recently put these two on. I wear them in the summertime mainly, so you'll probably see me like all summer with them. These are these Iron Basha OBY beaded bracelets. I will link them below. They have them in many, many colors, and I just think that they're really, really adorable. Next is my David Yurman Evil Eye bracelet. Same thing, warding off all the evil eyes, right? Next is, this was a special order. This is a pink mother of pearl on pink gold from Van Cleef, and I've got it quite a few years ago now. I don't know if they do special orders anymore, but they did when you were a good customer, and so they asked me about it. And I honestly wish I had gone with something else. I won't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of pink gold, but I actually saw this on somebody on Instagram. I believe it was on Instagram, and I was like, oh, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And so I ended up with it, and I love it, but it's definitely, I don't know. Yeah, pink gold is not my favorite. This is also, and also with the mother of pearl, like I typically take it off to shower. Like it is very sensitive and delicate, so I can't really wear it the same way as I wear everything else. So you'll see sometimes I won't have it on for weeks, sometimes I will. It just depends on how much effort I want to put into my, getting ready and stuff. This next one is my little heart from Van Cleef, also on pink gold. And they've both faded quite a bit, which is nice, but I think that the pink from the actual stone makes this appear more pink in my opinion, whereas this is also a little bit older, but it has kind of worn away to look sort of just like regular gold now, which I like better. And then okay, and yeah, so this is the Sweet Alhambra in the heart. Now this is the 5 motif with the guilloche and the pave. So there's 2 pave Alhambras and there's 3 guilloches. Next one, last one on this hand. This is my beautiful, I love it so much, oh God, this is a tennis bracelet, obviously in gold vermeil with moissanite, and it is also bezel set, so it matches the necklace, but this is from a company called OBY Jewelry. Same thing, I have a code below. I have not taken this, they sent me a few things. I have not taken this bracelet off. I wear all of them, but I have not taken this bracelet off specifically since I got it months ago. It's holding up beautifully. I have had no problem with the clasp. If you guys had seen one of my old vlogs, I actually, like, in the middle of the vlog, realized that I had lost my tennis bracelet that I got myself for my 40th, which was natural diamonds and all of that. It was a thin one like this, but it was natural diamonds. And immediately they reached out to me and I ended up with this, and I love it. I'm so happy to have it. I'm like so happy to have a tennis bracelet back on my wrist that is made of precious materials. And anyway, like I said, links below. I want to say that this is, they've given us a 20% off coupon, I believe. And I believe this was 15% off. So it's all down there so you can take a look if you're interested in any of that stuff. Okay, next arm. So this arm is usually for my the jewelry that like moves, and this arm is for my jewelry for the bangles. So this one is the Van Cleef. Oh my God, this is the Perle collection. So it does have like the Alhambras in there. This is the thicker one, and I have had this on for years. I do not take it off. I do feel like it is less sturdy, I guess, than like the Love bracelet and everything. I'm not sure why I feel like that, but I don't know. And I also feel like it it gets dirtier because of like the little perles on the side and all of that stuff. Like it just gets like it Yeah, so I clean that one quite a bit, and I don't like to really take them off or mess with them too much for the simple fact that the more you use these things, the less strong the clasps are, things like that. So I try not to remove it, and I try to just like buff it up like a few times a week, and then every like whenever I do my hair, so I would say every 2 to 3 weeks when I do my roots, I will take everything off and stick it in like the ultrasonic and clean everything up. Next one is the Thin Love, and it is in the white gold pave. That one, I love that one. At some point, I would love to get myself the thicker, like this one in the white gold color with the diamonds in the screws. One day, one day, you never know. This one is this is the 10 stone love bracelet. I bought this one. Oh, when did I get this one? I want to say maybe for my 36th birthday, 37th maybe. Yeah, possibly. I don't remember the year that I got this one. Okay, and then this one I want to say that I bought about 4 years ago. I have literally not taken it off since. It is just the gold and pave diamond one. And then this one I believe is actually, yeah, this one's the most recent purchase. I wanted a stack. I wanted the Just Unclued, but I was like, I don't want it to look like everybody else's. So I literally just built up my stack to this. And at some point I was just like, you know what, I still want it. So I ended up, this was the last purchase I made, probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, maybe. So this is the last one that I added to my stack. And yeah, so now it's my stack. Every once in a while I want to change things around or whatever, but these are all forever pieces. The prices do nothing but go up on the aftermarket. The deals are not as great, and I feel sort of weird with secondhand jewelry unless it's like watches or something like that, or like really beautiful like antique jewelry. Secondhand, just like new jewelry, I don't know what it is about it, but I don't feel the same way always as I feel about regular, not things that I'm going to wear every day. Fashion jewelry, yes. Like I've gotten myself a bunch of secondhand jewelry that I'm not going to like wear to sleep or whatever. I don't know why that's a thing for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll get over it. But if I'm going to keep it on all the time, I'd rather not. I'd rather it not be secondhand. All right. Last two things. I think that's it. I wear a top. This is my, yeah, that's weird, right? Right, am I going to show you my feet, guys? Is that like really super weird? I have a few anklets on. Maybe I'll just move the camera down. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so these are my anklets. This one I actually just got from an artisan fair a few weeks ago, and it is also an evil eye. I just really liked the blue. I thought it was a beautiful color for for summer. And also, like the day before, I had on it wasn't real, and I was actually surprised that it lasted as long as it did. I think it was from like QVC or something a million years ago. It was a tennis anklet, and it actually snapped on me. It did last quite a while, but it did snap on me, so I ended up just kind of replacing it with this until I can find myself some other fancy anklet that I like. And then this is, quite honestly, this chain is literally from Amazon. It is just gold dipped. At some point, I probably will get myself maybe a better chain, because I do think it's starting to turn, but we'll see. And this is a Hello Kitty, obviously, charm. This came on, I don't know if any of you remember, QVC used to do, or maybe they still do, a line called Diamonique, and they used to do collaborations with Hello Kitty. So I actually have 3 pieces. I have this, which initially was a charm that went on a bangle bracelet. I didn't like it on that, and I actually didn't like bracelets for a very long time, but I took it off, tried to wear it in a million other ways, and after 15 years probably, this is the only way that it's stuck, actually. And then I have, let me bring you back up here. And then I have, oops, where'd you go? Okay. So, and then I have actually like some other, I have like a Hello Kitty necklace with a crown on it and a matching ring. It was probably the best collection that they ever did. I wish I had gotten everything from that collection. I don't know why I didn't get earrings. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. I still have my three things, and my daughter wears the Hello Kitty stuff more than I do at this point, except obviously for the anklet. And I'm always like, don't you ever get rid of that. Actually, keep it safe in my room. Like, don't you ever get rid of it. It's so old, we'll never find it again. All right, guys, that is all the jewelry that I wear on a daily basis. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I will link what I can below, just in case you want to take a look at any of these things for yourself. And that's it. At some point, we will do an actual like jewelry box tour. I have a lot of different like fashion earrings and things like that. I've been collecting some like cool stuff lately, so we can definitely take a look at that at some point. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for making it this far. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, because obviously I'm trying to get to 3,000, and I would so appreciate it if you would. Also, one more time for the Instagram handle, come follow me over there. And last but not least, I'm going to leave one more video right here in case you haven't already seen it and want to. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.